Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be looking at healers in the Hector patch, where they are in the meta, all that good stuff. So as you can see, there's not very many healing staffs. I've put them all on the screen just to start with, and we're going to talk through them as we normally do. We're going to start from the bottom and work up. So first thing in the bottom we have is the Fallen Staff, is the Holy Priest Hell Artifact. Now, Holi at the moment is in quite a good spot. They're still probably the strongest healer in my opinion. Fallen, however, let's actually read through what the main sort of defining factor of Fallen does. Salvation creates a ground area that will charge up for several seconds, and it does genuinely mean like 4 or 5 seconds at least, if not more. Once it's fully charged up, it will heal up to 5 allies inside for 361 and additionally remove any movement impairing and debuff effects. So it's a cleanse and a heal in one. It will heal all 5 members for quite a bit, but it takes such a long time. It's got a huge energy cost. Its cast time is really long. I don't think you're ever legitimately going to get this off in a GVG or a Hellgate, because if you have to stack everyone up for this, that means the Clarence, the Carrions, the Scythes, all the weapons at the moment that are going really heavily deep into them, doing massive amount of cleave and AoE damage, are just going to tear a group apart, and all of a sudden that 361 heal just isn't worth it. So in my opinion, just not a very good weapon. I'm going to move on to Blight, which is, again, unfortunately, the nature artifact. Hell Artifact. Ruthless Nature. While channeled, you and your allies around you will be healed for 58 per second, while also reflecting 35% damage back to their attackers. The channel is very, very short around. The area is very, very close around you. The healing isn't great. It's channeled, which means it's easily interruptible. And in fairness, 35% damage back to attackers is good, but you're just going to stop attacking and interrupt or pull back and heal up yourselves. Like, this isn't a very viable weapon in my opinion. I just can't see it being very strong. Great Nature. Great Nature protects a friendly target with a living armor, increasing their armor and magic resist by 88 and incoming healing by 39% for 8 seconds. So I wanted to believe that this was going to be the one good weapon for Nature. But unfortunately, with the meta at the moment, people are putting out so much AoE damage, so much cleave damage. Unless you can deal with that very quickly, or you've got burst healing or something, this stops people dying, but it doesn't heal them back up very quickly. 39% isn't much. Like, you could do this and say, like, remove the armor and magic resist and just call it 100% extra incoming healing. Gives them burst healing. You can put this on a target and forget about them. That would make it better, but right now I just don't think it's going to be able to deal with anything in the current meta in terms of healing. Moving on to the A tier then, we're going to go straight to Nature Staff. The reason I put this in A and not B, no one uses Nature Staff, but the reason I put this up is that it has AoE healing. It has some ability to do something AoE. And for that logic, I think it could be good. Just to cleave heal, basically. You're not going to do loads, but it's something. I think it's not going to be able to deal with massive amounts. It still could be used, though. So A for me is the weapons that could be used, aren't optimal. But yeah, and I think this is where that's at. Going on to the Wild Staff then, if I can find it. Again, same thing as the Nature Staff. It's a little bit safer than the Nature Staff in that you can cast it at a range. However, it's a very long cast time is the thing I don't like about this. The healing is actually better, it lasts longer. However, stacking people in an AoE just means more opportunities for cleave by the other team. So I still don't agree that this is the best weapon in the world. It can do a lot of healing, but it's still going to struggle then on the single target. I think that's the problem with Nature. You have to pick one or the other. You don't have both. And I'm not sure how much I like that. Going on to Life Touch Staff then, which is the Holi normal artifact. This had a change in the last patch that made it one hand, which makes it slightly more viable. It potentially has a place. Let's read through it. Holy Touch, channeled heal, which repeatedly heals you or an ally in close range. Very close range, by the way. It is literally 3 meters, which is auto attack range. Each tick heals for 90 and also removes all negative effects. So this is good. It's a cleanse on a 9-second cooldown, which is OP. But it is a channel. It's a high heal. But I think if you were to have 5 people stacked on top of you, letting this heal you up, that's very, very quickly going to lead to some devastating amount of damage from any AoE team. So that's what I don't like, is the fact that a lot of teams are going to be able to just counter this. Even any team that has a Clarent or a dual swords at the moment, if 5 people go and stack up on top of each other within 3 meters, I'm going to be in there as my Carrion or my Scythe. Dual swords are going to be in there jumping in. Like, you're just not going to be able to out heal that, and then it's just one interrupt and that's your heal gone. Divine Staff. So Divine Staff was the one I wasn't sure about. That's still a crazy amount of healing. I still think this potentially has a place with the amount of shields that are coming out at the moment through Arcane as well. Having an extra shield isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not like this meta, this patch isn't about bursting someone so much. It's about having the sustainability and having a little bit of an AoE heal if played right on like the frontliners or even the backliners. Having that massive shield, Divine potentially has a place right now. I haven't seen one played yet. I'm hoping to get one played, like to see one played soon. Maybe not, but it could be good. Moving on to the S and S Plus then. So Druidic is the first one. Again, it's the only nature staff that gets used currently. It is one-handed, which means you get the offhand for either the Orb of Secrets or Sarcophagus, make you tanky or more sustainable. The healing it can put out is somewhat okay. It's not ideal though, and that's the problem. But Spiritual Seed gives a massive amount of burst. That is potentially enough that it could be used. It could be something good. It still means that Druidic has nothing AoE. That's the problem with it though. So it can hot people, but that's not burst AoE. You look at Great Holi. Great Holi can top a team with his E. Yeah, I think Druidic could be played. It has the burst damage. It has enough AoE healing through hots that it could work. It obviously has the natural cleave, which is very good in this meta. Every single healer is running any single healer worth their salt at the moment is running a cleanse. Potentially a good weapon. Just my opinion. I don't think it'll be played too much though. Great Holi. When I can find the weapon. Great Holi has that massive knockback, which is in itself some sort of crowd control. You can stop a choke being pushed by using this while healing up your team. The healer in itself is quite nice. You don't often see the cast time, the channel interrupted, because it's hard for any melee to interrupt it. Just because obviously they can't get to you to interrupt it. So potentially good. It's going to heal a lot. The only problem with this is that like this has everything they need at the moment. The only problem is I can't see them having the mana sustainability in this. And that's where I think Great Holi is going to struggle. Then we're going to move to the S Plus Holi Staff. The reason I put this in S Plus is because every single top tier healer at the moment is running one-handed Holi with Orb of Secrets. They can put out a ridiculous amount of healing. They have, if I scroll down here, they have Sacred Pulse. Sacred Pulse gives them some sort of AoE heal. So they have, on their Q, they have a fast-hitting, hard-hitting heal. They have Sacred Pulse for the AoE on quite a quick cast time. Obviously that's all Holi Staffs, but this means that you also then have the single target burst healing. Means Holi Staff can do single target burst, AoE healing, and strong single target sustain healing. That just makes it strong while giving it an Orb of Secrets, meaning it doesn't have mana issues. I definitely think Holi Staff is top tier right now. Anyway guys, that's my Holi Staff. Wow. That's my healing meta tier guide for Hector. Check it out. Comment down below for your opinions. Like, comment, subscribe, anything else. Catch you later guys. Goodbye.